I may have a twin I never knew about. For the first time in my life, not knowing where I came from really bothered me. I guess I felt a bit empty. There was a deep feeling of guilt too. My parents, my sisters, and all my extended family gave me such a wonderful life growing up. Was I disrespecting them by wanting to find out where I came from? I'd think about my parents and how often they remind me how proud they are to have me as a son. Am I letting them down? My mood shifted pretty quickly when Chloe and the kids came through the door. They'd brought my sisters Claire and Sally along with them. They sat me down claiming they could tell that I wasn't myself and that Chloe had let them know I was having some of the feelings I've already mentioned. Claire looked me in the eye, the same way Dad does, and basically laid it out that I don't just owe it to myself to find out about my biological background, but to the kids as well. To know of any health conditions that could affect them as they get older. The biggest takeaway I had from that conversation was that regardless, I'd always be their baby brother. My parents thankfully mirrored those words when I spoke to them later that evening. Mom was quite emotional and held on to me for a while, touched that the biggest reason for me not looking for my birth givers was how it would affect their feelings. Dad just gave me that clap on the shoulder and said no matter what, I'm their son. Luckily, my boss was understanding and gave me some time off. On Monday, my first port of call was to contact the adoption agency. There was no record of my existence prior to my time in the children's home. This stung, but I was determined to carry on. We contacted the children's home to see if there was any records of my time there. There was, and we arranged for me to go and collect a copy the following day. From what I could see from the records, I'd been there from a week old, but no record of who my parents were. Unfortunately for me, there was no one from my time at the home still working there. However, they were able to put me in touch with Julie 68F, who was the manager of the home when I was there. I spoke to her over the phone, and she agreed to meet me on the following Saturday morning to chat. That was this morning.